All right, right at the top of this video here about this Buffalo Trace 250th anniversary advent calendar scam that's going around. It is a scam. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe. The like button really helps. It'll help me get to the top of Google search results. So this is a scam. I noticed it going around and I want to talk about it because you probably saw it, maybe at least, in a Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, or Threads ad, maybe somewhere else through Audience Network, through Meta or something like that. It looks something like this, right? One of these ads, Buffalo Trace 250th anniversary advent calendar turns December into a journey through 2.5 centuries of bourbon excellence. And I'm not promoting this product or any of these sorts of products here. I'm just trying to describe the scam. And you can tell that it has a bunch of bottles here. It might seem really interesting to people who like this sort of thing. And one of the ways you know it's a scam is that it's being offered on a weird page called Lux Glow right here. And like, what is that? And then it's also on aroseburden.ou or /ou all together. And then Epic Keeps and like Buffalo Trace themselves are not promoting this way, from what I've been able to tell. And so if you click on any of these, I notice you go to a website, it looks kind of like this. Let me zoom out and it says Buffalo Trace 250th anniversary advent calendar. It looks like a really cool gift. Go ahead and, get your gifts together for the holiday season. Be really good, right? But don't fall for this because this looks like a scam to me. It's on uniqueexquisites.com. It is also on aroseburden.com, blinging.shop, altogethertea.com. And so, epickeeps.com, louxglow.com, and so on and so forth. Oh, I found other websites, vitestyle.com, degeshop.com, hotflot.com, and hopelocalbrandus.com. Also, I looked on the Buffalo Trace Distillery website, which is age-gated, so I don't think I could show it here and have it be okay and not have like a restricted video here with my video, but I didn't see it on there. So it's not being sold on their website. It seems to be something that's created by some other people. And it, here it has like a watermark, Hope Local Brand US. So you might be wondering, okay, what is this then? See, it has all these interesting bottles here of like, why would it have the back of the Buffalo Trace bottle right there is one of the things. That doesn't make any sense. And a bunch of other products here. And so what this is basically is a way for you to buy something and then guess what? You get your money taken away from you and you don't get something that you see here. Because if you search for Buffalo Trace 250th anniversary advent calendar, you're not going to find any legitimate links. All I found was this. I mean, look here. I searched for Buffalo Trace 250th anniversary advent calendar. I found some of the links I already told you about. I don't see anything here that's official in any way, shape, or form. It looks like there are multiple complaints received under a Copyright Act that were removed. More stuff here. Discover the holidays at Buffalo Trace, but it's not talking about an advent calendar. Like, let's say we definitely want to find links with the word advent. So then we go search again. I put quotes around advent to make sure any search results has to have the word advent in it. And you can see here, there's some sort of a post on X talking about this. That's an AI generated person. At least it looks like it, at least. Yeah, these are AI generated people. So it's showing up here on X. Some people are promoting them. Oh, it's got like Travis Kelce. It's AI Travis Kelce. Taylor Swift advent calendar. Buffalo Trace advent calendar. Mascots advent calendar. So the advent calendar scams have begun. Interesting how this is the thing that they're choosing to do, at least for right now. Yeah, there are so many different holiday scam websites coming from, it seems like China a lot of the time, other places too. And there's nothing here about Buffalo Trace offering a real advent calendar. And so if you see any advent calendars out there and it's going through like a Facebook or an Instagram ad or something like that, don't buy it because there are so many scams out there for the holidays and people just go to these online stores they've never heard of and they're like, well, it says money back guarantee. Well, if it's a scam, do you think they're going to honor that? No, they're just trying to convince you to go ahead and give your credit card information to buy something. Don't do it. Be very careful these holidays. A lot of scams for many years now have appeared in Facebook and Instagram ads, meaning that Meta accepts money from people who are trying to, defraud people, whatever you want to call it. And nothing ever happens to Meta. They just are allowed to accept money for scams and no regulatory authority or anyone goes after them, even though all Meta has to do By goes after, I mean like with a fine or something. All Meta has to do is hire people to manually review 100% of paid ads, not organic normal posts that you might make on your own feed, but paid ads, which shouldn't be that hard, right? They might have a whole lot of ads, but guess what? That means a whole lot of money's coming in. So fund people to start reviewing your ads before people start seeing them. But they're not going to do that probably because that means less money coming in, and it means salaries to new people who would credibly moderate the ads. And you wouldn't want to report less money to the investors. Oh no, not that. Let's choose the thing that is not good for, I touch my microphone. Let's choose a thing that's not good for society over the thing that would actually help people, because money is king these days, and that just is how it is. And if you're a multi-billion-dollar company, you are, allowed to accept money from scammers by the thousands of ads for scam ads. Not just this, there are thousands of scam ads out there. It's just ridiculous. If you, as a one person, try to do one thing that might be somewhat a little bit against the law, maybe having to do with money or something, you might receive a knock at the door. But for some reason, if you're a multi-billion-dollar company, you just do whatever you want because you're an advertising company. Hey, we don't have time to check these ads that people are paying us to run. It makes no sense. Other companies do it too, TikTok, etc. And it's just an accepted form of whatever. I don't know. You might go back to the world of infomercials on TV where sketchy products are being offered and the TV station or network is just like, whoa, is that a scam we put up? Oh, it's been up for a few weeks. We'll pull it down now. We won't give the money back though. That's the way things are. Whatever, my little rant. Buffalo Trace Advent Calendar is not legitimate. And this video went on longer than I thought with my rant, but I hope that you got something out of this. Don't fall for holiday scams. There are going to be scams for Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. You're going to see things that seem very interesting. Ooh, I love that. Let me click it. Okay. And let me add this to cart. Oh, credit card number. Oh, autofill. That makes it easy. Boom, boom. And you've been scammed. And you're going to receive something probably from China weeks from that point. And it's not going to be what you saw in the photo, not what was described. You're going to receive something. For some reason that normally happens, whatever. It's not going to be what you thought. The scammers are going to hope a certain percentage of people don't complain that it's not what they thought. And then the scammers get to keep the money and nothing ever happens to them. And isn't that just wonderful? Isn't it wonderful how everything works in our society these days? So stay away from this. Long-winded Jordan here, but I want to give you a few details and also talk at length about how Meta and other companies accept money for scam ads and no one does anything about that. It's insane that that is still going on and that no one with any authority in the government or whatever cares to do anything substantial. So that is what it is. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks buttons down below too. The heart-shaped symbol with a $. If you want to get back to me in a safe and secure way, like to tip me or whatever, I only get like $2 to $10 a week from that. Sometimes nothing. So it's not like anything crazy, but it's like a tip button. If you'd rather tip me for saving you money from being scammed, instead of tipping someone for going and picking up your food, which whatever that's all about, right? I drove my car to pick up the food. Why do I have to tip you now? Well, it says 18, 20, and 22%. I'm not even sitting down. And so, whatever. That's it. Thank you for watching.